Do Street Fighter characters actually have a job? As a professional homeless man, I am obliged to the very highest level upon levels to judge and analyze such expertise that generate the Commonwealth's revenue. Therefore, before I elaborate, I would like to state that fighting in a professional sense is a job, but doesn't count when it comes to these characters, as hints the name, Street Fighter. Yes, indeed, I will discuss the occupations of each Street Fighter character in its entirety, as well as its most canon element. If I can't find lore, I will simply utilize my brilliant brain to come up with some bullshit. Yes, indeed. Ryu. Ah, yes. Another professional homeless hustler, such as myself, indeed. A buff man who wanders the world doing nothing with his life but training. But he does get his money from winning fighting tournaments and from being the one friend that always asks his blonde rich friend to give him a few dollars. He begs Ken for money. After all, he lives a nomadic life with very few possessions and no family and only a few friends. No girlfriend, no immediate family, just fighting his hoes into Pebble.
You get no bitches, bro.
Luke. This burning pile of steroids actually has two jobs, if I do say so myself, as he works as both an academy instructor and a PMC contractor. PMC being private military company, of course. Luke had also been a part of the US Special Forces, who then left because of unfulfillment. Jamie. Jamie never really seemed all that interesting to me when I played the games for the first time. His design was over the top even for a Street Fighter game, and he just didn't stand out to me like the rest of the cast. Please don't burn me in the comments. But besides being a mysterious drunken wizard trope that appeared in a variety of fighting games, what exactly does he do? Well, it's actually not alcohol, it's herbal tea, which proves he isn't a typical drunken fighter after all. Besides that, he's just some peacekeeper, a protector in Metro City's Chinatown, which is stupid because players barely saw him protect anyone in the actual game. Probably because this girl was in the same town. Just make us complete a mission. Besides that, I lied. He is a drunken fist user. It just makes no sense, because he's drinking herbal tea! He's not drinking alcohol! I'm writing the script right now, and I'm so confused. Bear with me, please. Jamie being added was actually a response from Capcom, because players wanted more drunken fighters in the series. Chun-Li. She was a schoolgirl, a police officer, a tour guide, a detective, and a martial arts teacher. She's not sad like Ryu. Guile. Bro has been in the Air Force for like forever. He was already a colonel by the time SF2 comes along, and we do know he joined as a pilot. Looking up the average time it takes to transitioning from a pilot to a colonel is about 20 years. Based on this, we can conclude that Guile has been in the Air Force around 32 years, since apparently 12 years have passed between SF2 and SF6, which feels wrong, by the way, but what can you do? Kimberly. I didn't really care for this girl at first, but she's kind of fun once you get used to her, especially her moveset. By her spray paint cans, you could probably think she's an artist.
Homeless tip number 9.
You'd think she would definitely need a job to pay for her accessories. The best things I could find about her occupation was that she graduated college early and then went off to become a protege to some guy. Oh, no, to Guy. Which are like, what? A ninja training isn't a real job like Capcom. What can you do? Jury, professional homeless number 2, or not. Surely, she's gotta have a job. I mean, motorcycle gas ain't cheap these days, you know? But maybe she is homeless. She's standing on a tire that she probably sleeps in from a junkyard. She doesn't wear shoes. She lives in a shithole. But it is safe to say she does have one thing going for her. I'm guessing she's a mercenary or freelance assassin. Which makes sense because the job market for that is like, yeah. She definitely has jobs we're not aware of. It's just that she lives like a homeless person. She probably stole a motorcycle. Oh my gosh, bro. Ken. He became homeless after being framed for a terrorist. I mean, look at him. He looks like a lowlife. Although we do see him working at construction sites, but he might be simply volunteering. But before all that, oh my gosh, he was winning it all. I mean, come on. Businessman, famous martial artist, president of a multi-billionaire corporation. Of course, this is a hotel chain that he's invested in, but it's still pretty impressive. Blanca, homeless thing that I guess can be an amazing tour guide. Dalsum, this man is a professional yoga master and monk, which makes sense when you look at his stage. If you don't already know, in Hinduism, yoga is a spiritual practice aimed at uniting the individual with the divine. It encompasses a wide range of physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines that seek to purify the body, mind, and soul. In SF6, Dalsum turns into this unique fighting style. E. Honda. Behold, the legendary sumo wrestler by trade. But what about in Street Fighter 6? Does Tubby rub his... does the legendary illuminated sumo wrestler have a secret? Not really. E. Honda, with the constraints of FF6, runs Chenko House Edomon, I think I'm saying that right, a sumo-style restaurant that serves hot pot in Metro City. He will literally beat your marbles out if you skip on the meal and dine dash. Imagine that. You forget your wallet, try to sneak out, and you just see this towering buff sumo guy stare at you with the emotion of a toy soldier. And then the last thing you see as the light fades is his saturated face and greasy hair. DJ. Everybody loves DJ. He seems to be one of the characters I would personally love hanging around. He just seems so chill. I mean, come on, he's Jamaican. Literally the chillest people ever. What he does is simple. He's a musical artist. He's a globally successful musical dancer, performing artist, who also fights for some reason. According to his lore, he started as a musician who discovered martial rhythm and decided to merge fighting and music, which, as DJ describes it, a fusion of battle and beats. DJ is basically the poster child of what would happen if Pitbull started throwing roundhouse kicks at orphan children. Manon, or Manon. She's basically like a really popular supermodel and dancer, but also a grappler, with a strange fashion sense similar to Lady Gaga. I mean, come on, this screams fashion. Also, why the hell does nobody talk about why she's wearing a damn thong? How do you fight in that? Why would you want to fight in that? Nobody wants to see you in that. We're in a fight here! Marissa. Marissa is a simple woman, an honest and plain woman who does fucking modernized public executions. Okay, no. But come on, she's literally a gladiator and for some reason makes jewelry. We see this mainly in the mission where the player has to obtain a rare clasp for a designer bag. Sorry for my speech impediment. Maria's claims ancestry from ancient Greek warriors and uses the Pankratian fighting style, which has roots in 7th century Greece. Wait, she's Roman or Italian? Shush, you're missing the whole point. She's mixed, okay? She's mixed. Don't scream at me. Now I wonder how much she actually makes as a gladiator. She probably makes bank as a jeweler, maybe. I mean, if she's famous, like if somebody famous like Tate tried to make jewelry, a bunch of people would throw their wallets and set it on fire. It literally be called Tate Jewelry. Tate the jewelry maker, and then we'd have these idiot alphas being like, well, I'll spend 10K on it, like, bro. But anyways, since modern day gladiators isn't a thing, we're just gonna assume she gets paid by experience, which is a lot, because she always wins. JP. The geezer is a businessman and mastermind, basically super influential and mega genius, blah blah blah. So yes, the villain is the most well-off in the story, and that makes sense. I mean, M. Bison was literally bathing in cash. If he could probably build a Starbucks shaped as his ugly face and call it art. Nobody wants to eat there, JP. Trust me, no girl is gonna go there. Build a Burger King instead. Even then, nobody wants to see your ugly mug when they go in the store. If he could literally teleport the IRS agents into your home whenever he felt like it, because, like, magic. Zangief. Behold the 40th iron! All he does is wrestle. Look out! Gyms wrestle. I should not do that accent. All he does is gyms, workout, lift, gym, workout, wrestle, fight. He's the only guy in the world who's forklift certified without being forklift certified. Lily. I hate Lily. I hate her design. I hate her character. I hate so many things. She's a child. All she does is take care of her village. Done. There's her career. Want to know who is cool, though? Motherfucking T-Hawk! That's who. Don't think I didn't forget my buddy from 93. Gosh, I miss that man. To simply put, he was a protector and warrior for his village. That's good enough for me. Cammy. This one's gonna be crazy. Cammy is a former assassin who's clone also, who loses to a Discord moderator turned British Special Forces MI6 operative, part of Delta Red. In SF6, she still works at Delta Red HQ. Cammy definitely has the coolest career in my opinion by far. And I'm sure she makes great money to the government agency as well, which is basically just trading one toxic workplace from another since she went from assassin to government agent. How did they let her in? Anyways, she's basically James Bond if Bond swapped the tux for yoga pants and solved problems by simply existing. Her resume goes, child assassin, government spy, cat owner. That's not character development. That's a 3 different Netflix shows promotion. Well, that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I know it's a little different from my usual content, but I would say it's pretty fun to deviate from the norm. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And farewell, my people.